All right. Okay, this is specifically a hypothetical for you.
All
I
right.
won't be able to.
Okay.
Well, maybe I could. I can. But this is a vegetarian
Okay.
hypothetical.
Yeah.
Scientists confirm that plants are not only sentient
Ah.
but significantly more intelligent than animals. They've found a way to communicate with us, and they're telling us, and what they're telling us isn't great. Harvesting them caused them extreme pain and distress. Even mowing the lawn is essentially mass murder. One silver lining: plant reincarnation is real, so every plant that is killed will eventually be regenerated. Knowing this, do you consider switching to a carnivore diet to reduce their suffering, or does a reincarnation clause let you off the hook?
Oh, okay.
And you don't have to go full carnivore diet, but would you complement maybe consider
all
complement
plants.
all plants?
All plants. So
All
like
plants are all sentient. They
grains,
have their own
whatever,
systems,
they're
customs, traditions,
beans, legumes,
religions,
everything.
everything.
Is
If it
like
comes from the ground, it has a
anything that you would consider to be a non-meat product is what you're kind of considering, right?
yes.
What about artificially manufactured products? Like like in the same way as there's lab grown meats.
But there's
now,
it all
would there be
comes
like,
from, but doesn't it all come from like a soy base or something? Which is all
I mean, there'd
or
be
there's an
some
organic.
there'd be some original bean or like protein or whatever. But like, you could then. Oh, but you're saying even when you grow it in that fashion, it's still
If it comes from
it
the earth,
still
it grows in the
becomes-
ground. It is its
Yeah,
own.
but what if it doesn't come from the earth? What if it's been grown in a lab
But is that possible?
to grow
Beans in a
plants in a lab? Yeah, I think so.
I think it would be. I don't think that changes the rules because it is the
it still
basic
gains
DNA.
sentience.
Yes, it's a struck.
Yeah.
It might be like a developmentally challenged
Yeah. Oh,
legume,
okay.
which
Oh.
makes it worse.
Yeah, does it?
Because
Yeah, I
it's been
guess
grown in a
it
lab. It
does,
hasn't had
yeah.
the so.
I mean, I guess if I'm really into equality, it doesn't make it worse.
But I think the important thing is here is that the plants, they communicate with us. They say, hey, look, we can actually help you with we're super intelligent. We can actually help you with heaps more things than animals can. Like animals, they don't have our intelligence. So let's talk about climate change. Let's talk about all these world's problems. What do you do as a vegetarian? Do you go to a full carnivore diet? Do you try and just cut down on your plant eating? Do you introduce meat back into your diet?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, the first thing is that I would prefer, yes, something without, I guess, I don't eat human beings based on the idea that they are top of like the sentience tree, right? Like, and then most people agree not eating human beings is the thing that we've decided
Most
to
people,
do, right?
except for Army Hammer.
Well, not just Army Hammer. It turns out like you can't I reckon couple of weeks there's some article in the paper about some form of cannibalism. So
Is
it's
there?
something. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, never in a positive way. Not
right.
like as part of like the
Good news, everyone.
the Michelin hats have been handed out, and it's a big win for humans. But the idea that there is some story around it, that there's something inherently in our DNA that, at least in situations of survival or whatever else it might be, or ritual sacrifice or whatever it might be, that people would eat human flesh for sexual kink or fetish, like that occasionally pops up, that people would eat other people. All right, but we mostly choose not to do that for the reasons that you've already laid out, that we believe that human beings are top of the chain. And we tend to make a lot of our food choices around like not eating things that feel super intelligent.
Yeah, we
right?
don't like eyes. We don't like eating things that can look back at us. That have eyes in their face.
Yes, but sometimes, yes, it is because octopuses are, or octopi,
Octopi, I believe.
are intelligent, right? But don't look intelligent.
No, look dumb as shit.
Yeah,
So
people
I'm gonna
are
eat all
like,
of
give me
them.
some calamari, you know? So sometimes we are making that assessment based on what it
Prejudice.
looks like as well,
You
right?
look like a dumb fucking animal.
Well, in the way that I wonder if we would start doing that with plants.
Oh, yes.
In that you would be more willing or less willing to eat plants that are like, are there plants that I look at that I find unpleasant to look at that I would.
Oh, plants that bug you, like weeds, for instance.
Yeah.
I just weeded my entire house.
Mm.
It took me 4 days. There's so many of them. And if I knew those things were sentient, I'd still fucking enjoy pulling them out of the ground.
And in the
as though shitting
reincarnation,
me.
do they come back as the same thing?
Yes.
So it's not
Well,
because in reincarnation, like if you've lived a
it's not. They're
long
not
life as a lawn, you might come back as a tomato or
exactly.
something.
No, they don't come back as. It's not immortality where they come back like Wolverine, where they
It's
regenerate.
not them.
No. Well,
Or
it
is
is
it them?
them, but they're passed on to. So if your guilt is like I'm ending the life of this
Yeah.
thing and that life is precious, and don't worry about it. They're coming back. It's just that they don't have they only have vague memories of their previous life. So it's a kind of conundrum. You are extinguishing the consciousness of that existence of the plant.
But then you get down to a philosophical debate about the very nature of life, which is what is life? Because are our memories our life? Because if you're just talking about the same DNA gets replicated or the same body gets replicated, but it doesn't have the same thoughts or experiences and doesn't remember those things, then I would argue that it isn't even the same person. Although maybe then other people would argue, well, what if someone loses their memory or whatever when they're old? You still
Yeah.
consider them to be
Exactly.
the same person.
I mean, if there's 3 plants growing in a garden and you pull up one of them,
Yeah.
and then the next spring that plant grows back, the other 2 plants would be just as happy to see their friend back, and they would bring him up to speed or take care of him.
Those
or
other
educate
2
him.
plants wouldn't have been plotting against me since they saw me murder their friend last night.
So what are they
I
going to
go
do
back
though?
and they're like,
As soon as we can work out how to get our roots out of the ground, we're going to go murder that guy.
yeah, I mean, trip me over or something.
Well, I guess that's an interesting question, right?
Yeah.
So we know that we can communicate with the plants, and they're saying, "Hey guys, you look." And how about this?
Yeah.
They're so good about it.
Yeah.
They're not even angry at us. They're like, "You guys didn't know.
No.
Look, we get it. We're super intelligent. It's taken us this
Yeah.
long to be able to work out a way to communicate with you, whether that's
Because we had to dumb it
telepathically."
down so much. That was the problem. You guys are idiots.
So
Like,
dumb.
I mean, what plants are everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys have been up to.
But they say, "Look, we're not going to hold that against you, but we're just asking.
Yeah.
Just stop eating us
At all.
at all." And you can.
But you know, within the plant community, there is no way that they don't have the same hierarchy and prejudices that we have in the outside the plant community. You're telling me
against
that
who,
it's a
though?
perfect utopia.
Oh, you're saying within the
Yes.
the different species.
You don't think avocado
right.
think they're better than
Fucking
you know,
bananas.
right?
Bananas don't even grow on trees, mate. They're
Yeah.
plants. They're bloody herbs. They're
Yeah.
just basically giant herbs.
You know, there's going to be prejudice within. The,
You a herbophobe.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no herbo. Like that's going to be a thing that. So
Their society is not any better than ours.
No, of
that
course
would be
it's not.
that's the trade-off, right? Is that we go, you know what, and we make all these sacrifices, and went, these fucking plants are scum.
Yeah,
they
they
treat
are.
each other terribly.
hate each other as well.
They have like open air slave markets for like daffodils.
Yeah, I do think that.
There's an island where they take
Oh,
young
yeah,
plants
yeah,
too.
that's right. Oh, you think those pineapple and mango look delicious, do you? Yeah,
They're 3
pervert.
years old.
Yeah.